For President Donald Trump, hundreds of thousands making their voices heard. Women's marches springing up across the country, from our nation's capital to the birthplace of the women's rights movements, to the city of Rochester, all in a show of unity.
I respect that you are our president-elect, and I want to be able to support you. But first, I ask that you support me.
Actress Scarlett Johansson lending some star power to that march in Washington, but it's not just protesters in American cities taking aim at what they say is the president's anti-woman agenda. Organizers say there's close to 700 rallies around the world, from Mexico City to Germany, seen here, showing the global focus on women's rights and America's newest commander-in-chief. In Chicago, one of the largest rallies. Take a look at these aerial images. Nearly 250,000 people showed up to protest. The rally grew so big that organizers were forced to cancel the march through the city. And in Washington, D.C., a similar situation. The turnout so massive, especially at the National Mall, that organizers had to change the route for their march to the White House. Celebrities joining in, including actress Ashley Judd and Madonna, whose profane language was captured on live TV at one point today.
We believe in women's rights. I'm a working mom, I have a career, and we want to see equal pay for equal jobs.
I think we're here just to show resistance.
Hillary Clinton also tweeting words of support. She wrote, quote, "Thanks for standing, speaking, and marching for our values. Women's March, important as ever. I truly believe we're always stronger together." No surprise today, the birthplace of women's rights. Seneca Falls drawing excited marchers. But as 32M's Ashley Dorsbacher tells us, for people marching, this went beyond women's rights.
Thousands of people gathered right here at the very corner where the first women's rights convention was held back in 1848. And even though these marches are happening all across the country today, many said that right here in Seneca Falls is where they needed and wanted to be.
Washington's great, but right here, women's rights, this is the place to be.
Lynn Kangemi is one of more than 5,000 men and women that were filling the streets of Seneca Falls. Some, like Maria Lombardo, brought family with the hope of spreading a message of tolerance and equality.
One of the things that really makes our nation great is the chance to speak our mind, to speak up, and to have differences.
Those differences possibly never more clear after this last election cycle. It's left some worrying about their future and what it looks like under President Trump.
I'm fearful, but yes, hopeful. You never give up hope.
We're all concerned about what's happening and what's not happening.
When one person's rights are infringed upon, it affects all of us.
Melina Carnicelli was the lead organizer of this march. She hopes what happens today will encourage people to continue to speak up and protect the rights of all.
The tone of the election season almost always got in the way of the issues and concerns. The tone of what we're doing today is a celebration of our rights.
I hope that everybody does this again and again and again and again so that it never stops ringing. The voices never stop ringing.
The more than 5,000 people who turned out to march and show their support are confident that their message will not only be heard here, but also in D.C. In Seneca Falls, Ashley Dorsbacher, 13 WHAM News.
At the People's Solidarity rally here in Rochester, police arrested 7 people for trying to start a riot. One of them allegedly punched a cameraman who was filming the event. Otherwise, with more than 1,000 people downtown, the gathering was peaceful. Photojournalist John McClintock had a front row seat.
I was expecting maybe something small, but this is phenomenal. I couldn't even see the speakers, so we couldn't hear, but it was a great turnout.